Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is a little bit late. When I mean late, I mean 2 weeks after the race actually happened. But yeah, it's just a quick little going over what happened at Herefordshire Raceway for the SRKC, Southern Rental Karting Championship, round 2. Also joined by the Northern Rental Karting Championship for this and 2 other rounds. So it's like a little sub league that's going on within the South Rental Karting Championship. Happens for 3 races, and this was one of them. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. Okay, so well, we already knew it was going to be a wet one. I bought a wetsuit prior to the race because, you know, don't want another chill like last time. That was not very nice. Yeah, pissing down really. It's still raining when we arrived at the track. Completely new circuit for me again. I've watched lots of videos just trying to get used to it, but obviously there's only so much preparation you can do by watching videos on YouTube. Practice and quite slippery, not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It was a lot better. I only span once going down the hill, and I think I just probably put a little bit too much throttle too early, just going over the crest to go over the hill, and that's where I spun out there. But apart from that, practice was okay. Still felt a little bit like, okay, it's going to be a bit challenging, and the weather was like changing throughout the whole day, so trying to get used to one track surface was so difficult because it was always changing, and on a new track as well. Yeah, experience was very limited for this round. So for the first heat, I have to try to remember this, but I think I was starting between 5th and 6th. It was about 11 or 12 drivers in the first heat I was in. I was starting right next to my one of my friends as well, both racing in different leagues. So yeah, it was quite difficult. Starting in the middle, it was either 5th or 6th, and I just dropped back quite a lot. Just really struggling for pace, trying to find out where I could go quick, and yeah, just dropping off quite a lot. And I think I finished around maybe 9th. It was 8th or 9th, so obviously I wasn't too pleased with that, but at the same time, you know, I was glad I didn't spin out in the race or I didn't crash, and I just managed to get to the end, and yeah, just try to focus on the next few heats, because again, the track was changing all of the time, so even getting practice in the first part of the morning wasn't really going to be any helpful. In the second heat, I was starting up near the front, and this is where the track really started to get drier. It wasn't completely dry, but you could definitely carry more speed around some of the corners. There was a lot more grip, just overall really around the whole track. So again, trying to adapt to different racing lines. But this wasn't a race where I was starting high up, so I wasn't starting in the middle for this one. I was starting up near the front. I believe I was either 3rd or 4th, and it was going all right. I did stick with the front 3 for a couple of laps. I was in 3rd place for a while. Yeah, and it was going all right. It wasn't too bad, kind of sticking in with the pace, but I got caught up with a bit of battling, and the front kind of just got away. So I think I finished 6th or 7th in that one out of like 10 or 12. So I was quite happy with that, actually. I was quite pleased. I was like, you know, I could see a progression was good, and I just felt pretty satisfied with that second heat. But again, the track was always changing. And the second heat was probably my best heat of the day. Heat number 3, this was the one where I was starting at the back. So I think I was starting 10th out of 11 karts. So yeah, this was going to be just do whatever you can. And again, track's so much drier, even drier than before, even though it was spitting with rain now and then. So I managed to gain a couple of places, and I think I finished 8th out of 11. Definitely, or it was 8th or 7th, I think it was 8th. Definitely felt like I could have got higher up, but I was just struggling to pass some of the karts. I was a bit cautious and nervous. I didn't want to overtake on the wet part of the track and go into someone or crash into them. You know, I mean, I could have risked it, but I don't really want to fuck up everyone else's race just because mine is going a bit shitty. So yeah, I mean, I was quite satisfied because I got through, and I had a bit of a battle with my mate as well, even though we're racing different classes. He wanted to get past, obviously, to start up in a higher place for his final, but I wanted to get higher place. So I was very determined not to let him pass, and I didn't. So that was quite good. And it was a good little battle, probably my favourite part of the day. And last but not least, the final. I was in the C final. I think it was A, B, C, D finals. Only one driver progressed, but that doesn't matter for me anyway. But I wasn't starting in the last final, like the first one, which was the D final, which I was quite happy about. I was quite relieved with that, actually. So yeah, so I started in the C final around 8th place though, so I knew a podium shot at this event was well out of the question. It wasn't going to happen. I was hoping I would be more up there challenging for one, but yeah, wasn't going to happen. But I still gave it my best shot. I managed to overtake one or two guys in the race. Overall, not too great. I wasn't too happy, but it was a great track. I really did enjoy the racing. And it was fun to see the track dry, because in the heat, the final was completely dry. And the lines, the braking, everything was so different. And it definitely took me about half the race to get up to speed with that. But, you know, I wasn't like far off the pace. I felt like I was progressively getting faster, so I was quite satisfied with that aspect of it anyway. For that event, I finished 31st out of 45 drivers, 9th in class out of about 15, I think. So I was quite disappointed, considering Castle Combe. You know, I got my first podium, 2nd place. So I was expecting a lot more from myself. So it was definitely a bit of a kick in the balls, a bit more of a reality check, I think. But you know what, you got to learn. It's a new track, new conditions I've barely raced in. So I'm happy. I guess I got a top 10, and you know, things will improve. I'll get better. I'll get quicker, hopefully, and yeah, just moving on to the next one. But I'm happy to have driven those conditions, and Herefordshire Raceway, great track. Really enjoyed the racing. So yeah, there was a lot of highlights, even if the results weren't particularly there. But yeah, but great event. Great event. Currently, I'm also standing 4th in the standings for the Wade class. Wade Am. Yep, for the Wade Am class, I'm finishing 4th. So obviously I was 2nd after the first round. Gone down a couple of positions to 4th. Yeah, championship already I can tell it's going to be a bit difficult. Maybe I had my hopes a little bit too high after the first race. I should have probably grounded myself a little bit more, but you know, I'm just going to take it race by race and just see where we can finish. But currently I'm really enjoying this championship and looking forward to the next race. Next one is Wilton Mill on the 17th of July, but unfortunately I won't make that one because I'll be going to the Grand Prix for Silverstone. So the next one after that is on the 1st of August at Bayford Meadows, another new track. These are all new tracks for me from here on out. So yeah, I'm excited for that. Can't wait to race there. It looks like a fast flowing track. So yeah, let's get on to it and give everything we got. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you have enjoyed. You can follow me on Instagram if you want at Jake Shoot Racing. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, and see you all in the next one.